Okay, so as I was talking about fat, like at the end of the day, what you need to know is this, right? Carbs have 4 calories per gram, protein 4 calories per gram, and fat 9 calories per gram. Eating anything above your resting metabolic rate will cause you to gain weight. Whether you gain muscle or fat depends on if you eat weight or not. Right? Eating anything uh, below will cause you to lose weight, whether it's your muscle or fat, depends on whether you eat weight and whether your nutrition is on point, right? So that's a little into nutrition, right? And the next part, very important part, right? We're going to talk about, oh, one last slide on nutrition. Oh, very important. Calorie surplus versus calorie deficit. There are certain benefits of being on the calorie surplus, right? And being on the calorie surplus basically improve our performance because we have more energy to expend. Makes perfect sense, right? You have more energy in your body, you can put out more energy, right? It enhances recovery because the more we eat, the more energy we have to rebuild our muscles, right? Makes perfect sense. And it's the ideal environment for muscle growth. Basically, uh, building muscle requires energy. It has high energy cost, and basically being on a calorie surplus creates a perfect environment for muscle growth, right? Next slide. And a few thoughts on being on a calorie deficit or the deficit is that improper allocation of macronutrients can lead to loss, which means if you cut down too low on the protein, right, inadequate consumption of protein would reduce your muscle mass because there's not enough protein to spare muscle. Your body will just eat into your muscle to get energy. Drastic deficits can reduce performance, and if I not too low energy, can't move out energy and cannot recover. That's a blank, right? The more money you have, think of energy as money. The more money you have, the more money you can load, right? And that's the more money you can load means the output will be higher, right? And that's the performance. And recovery is basically investment. So the more money you have inside, the more you can invest in your own company and build the company up. All right. So that's usually how it works. The more money you have, the more you can spend. The more energy you have, the more you can spend. Unless unless you have some form of medical condition somewhere, right? Then that's a different story. 0.6 million, right? And last thing, bone resorption versus bone formation. People don't usually talk about this. Don't talk about our bones during exercise. It's a very, very interesting thing. Basically, bone resorption is basically breaking down bone. Bone formation is forming of bone. And studies have shown that lifting weights have an equal amount of bone resorption and bone formation. So what happens is that when you lift weights, your body breaks down bone. And after that, during recovery, your body reforms the bone. So in the end, balance is zero. Means you don't lose bone, you don't gain bone. But what happens when you're on a calorie deficit, right? What happens when you're on a calorie deficit? You basically have so little energy that you cannot reform your bone, right? And you lose bone mass. Losing bone mass in the long run can lead to stress, right? So very, very interesting point, bone resorption versus bone formation. Not many people talk about it, but very important thing to keep in mind when you're being on calorie deficit. All right, next slide. The fun one, right? Do you lose if you lose? Do you really lose if you lose? Very, very interesting topic. Highly underrated. Not a lot of people think that sleep is for the weak. I really sleep every day. You still lose, right? So we're gonna talk about the importance of sleep, right? Next slide. So very, very importantly, sleep can reduce fat loss and increase muscle loss. All right. This is a very interesting study that was done. Basically, what happened was they split participants into two groups, right? Both of the groups were on a calorie deficit, and they were trying to lose fat. Okay, and participants were consuming the same amount of nutrients right? Every change was one group slept for 5.5 hours, while the other group slept for 8.5 hours. Interesting thing, both groups lost the same amount of weight, which makes sense because both consuming the same amount of food and doing exactly the same thing. But it gets even more interesting when participants who slept for 5.5 hours, more weight loss compared to that. Whereas participants who slept for 8.5 hours lost more fat and lost less muscle mass. Right, as you can see in the slide, right, average this is fat loss, 8.5 hours fat loss, right? More fat. Lean mass loss, not so much. That's the amount of lean mass loss. 5.5 hours loss, more lean mass loss, right? So you see that? Sleep, and this is what we can do to our body. So if you're trying to lose weight and you're not sleeping enough, highly likely the weight you're losing can be from muscle. And sacrificing muscle is very costly, right? To think about how what you're doing and what you sleep and how your sleep pattern is affecting your life and these are the results you can bring. Correct. Next slide. Sleep and gains, right? So basically, a lack of sleep can decrease anabolic hormones. Anabolic hormones are basically hormones that build you up, right? With your muscle and things like that. So testosterone and IGF highly affected by sleep. Basically, what testosterone does is it cells our body to facilitate muscle protein synthesis. That's why people take things like steroids to get more testosterone levels. Same thing with IGF. So they showed studies where over extended period of time, 1 week of sleep deprivation caused a massive decrease in testosterone. For the males out there, right? Sleep deprivation also can reduce thyroid, right? Noteworthy, very noteworthy, very important, right? So yeah, chances of fat storage. So another thing that is reduced is called growth hormone. And what growth hormone does is basically growth hormone liberates fat from our body used as fuel. So a reduction of growth hormones means you don't liberate as much fat to use as fuel, which will inhibit our fat loss. Reduction of leptin and PYY. You have to remember the name. But leptin and PYY, they are in charge of sending hunger signals. So leptin and PYY, the more leptin you have, the more PYY you have, the fuller you feel. So reduction of leptin and PYY. What does that mean? Even though you eat the same amount, which causes you to eat more and increase ghrelin. Ghrelin is the opposite brother of leptin, which makes you feel hungry. So increased ghrelin makes you feel extra hungry, which is actually why I don't know if you actually experience it if you have a late night, but I experience this on, I would say, a consistent basis. But whenever I have a late night, I just feel like snacking, I just feel like binging. And when I wake up the next day, I feel hungry, right? I just gotta eat. That's because ghrelin, leptin, and PYY are affected by sleep. And common sense is that the longer you're awake, the higher chances of you eating because when you're asleep, you have to be able to sleep. And the last one, we increase metabolism. Metabolism is basically break. So myostatin is basically the opposite of like that way. Myostatin inhibits muscle protein synthesis, right? And basically an increased myostatin level increases your potential to form muscle. And cortisol is basically a stress hormone. Cortisol on acute level, which means short-term level, has almost negligible effect. But on long-term level, imagine if you don't sleep and you're deprived of sleep and your work, you're stressed, cortisol can eat your muscle mass and actually help you make you lose muscle. So what Goku did was to eat well, work out hard, sleep a lot, eat up, right? So that's a little bit of the sleep and the gains, right? It's like, oh, last topic, right? Also, like art of listening to your body is not some kind of Zen meditation thing, but what auto-regulation is, right? Auto-regulation is basically listening to your body, and why it's important is basically a practical readiness. What readiness is basically your ability to perform a task at any given time. Let's say right now, Edmund, do 10 push-ups, ready, right? The readiness level is 10 push-ups, you can do 10 push-ups anytime. Wake up from bed, then after you 10 push-ups, you can do it, right? So readiness is the ability to perform the task at any given time. So when it comes to lifting weights, there is a relationship between intensity and readiness. And the meaning is this, right? If I ask you to squat an empty bar, highly likely to be ready. But if I increase the intensity and say for 100 kilos, you might not be ready to squat 100 kilos at any given time. For me, I might be able to, but for you, you might not be able to. Readiness can differ between different people. All right. So, and fatigue will also affect our readiness. And fatigue is not just from lifting weights. So, let's say you're tired today, and I say squat 80 kilos. You might not be ready to squat 80 kilos because you're tired. But let's say if today's an amazing day, just control motion, stress levels are low, you step well. 80 kilos squat, bad, readiness level high, 80 kilos easy, right? And that's what auto-regulation is. The level of readiness can fluctuate day to day, and that level of readiness can affect training performance, right? Most people use percentage here, like 80% of 1 rep max. But is 80% of your 1 rep max the same as on the day you're stressed compared to the day you're feeling fresh? Highly different because of the level of readiness, right? Which is why I'm going to introduce to you something called the RPE scale, right? Which is the next slide. So, introducing the RPE chart. RPE is rate of perceived exertion. So, what you do on the RPE chart is, for those of you that have actually gone through my sessions, when I coach, I always ask you this thing on a scale of 1 to 10, right? How hard did it feel, right? 1's the easiest, 10's the hardest. And that is basically trying to analyze your readiness of the day, right? And this is a very, very good chart. Basically, what it says is that 5.5 is too easy to be accept. If it's yes, 5.5 is too easy as a warm-up weight, yes. 6. Borderline warm-up weight, 6.5. Your speed on the bar is fast, 7. Could you have done 3 more reps? Maybe done 3 more reps? Yes, 7.5. Could you definitely have done 2 more reps? Right? Then there will be 8. Could you maybe have done 2 more reps? 8.5. Could you definitely have done 1 more rep? Then 8. 9. Could you maybe have done 1 more rep? 9.5. And 10 would be your 1 rep max. The maximum effort would be at 10. So I always ask you this, right? And I always ask, where do you feel on a scale of 1 to 10? And how you program repetition is this. For sets, for higher more repetition sets, they usually fall within 8 to 8.5, right? And for lower, like 5 sets of 3, or form a heavy double, heavy triple, they usually fall between 9, right? In training, you rarely hit 10. And basically anything 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, basically you fail, right? Cannot manage to do the rate. So, in comparison of RPE percentage, RPE is a better way to auto-regulate your training if you have a life outside the gym. Stress affects you, sleep affects you. For myself, personal experience, I wake up at 6 or 5:30 last time in the morning, and if I slept at 2 the previous night before, I would only have 4 hours of sleep. How I train is, okay, let's work up 5 reps at an RPE of 9, right? Squat 5 reps, feels like a 7, increase the weight. Squat 5 reps, feels like an 8, increase the weight. Squat 5 reps, feels like a 9, right? This is where we should stay. This is the weight for the training weight for the day, right? Tell yourself and auto-regulate the load. And this is actually a very interesting thing. It was created by the creators. It's a high-level lean auditor, which might get 600 over squat, 600 over bench, 400 over house. It's Mike Fisher, and he's created something called RPS, Reactive Training System. And If you want to check it out, go and check it out. Go into the active training system. You'll be able to find out more information on how to chart. But don't worry about like if you want the slides and all the things like that, I'll send it, I'll post it up online, I'll send it all to you. But then again, the word of caution though is that the RPE chart doesn't give you ammunition to stack. Like, oh my gosh, today it feels like a 10. I'm not going to go to the gym, it feels like a 10. Empty bar, all right, feels like a 10. You know, when clients come in, I always ask them, on a scale of 1 to 10, those clients that are used to me asking them the question, how does this set feel? They say, oh, it feels like 11. Yeah, you just did 8 reps with 11, actually 10 is your 1 rep max. So of course, I know this is a joke and stuff, but RPE does not give you ammunition to stack and lazy. And it might not work for everybody. Right? The only way to find out if it works for you is to try it yourself. And certain people perform better on percentage. Somebody that has like low mental strength, they'll be like, oh my god, every set feels heavy. Perhaps they perform better on percentage where there's something fixed to them, right? Move this amount of weight. And usually for beginners, the RPE chart, I really recommend RPE chart. Beginners don't really know how to listen to their bodies yet. But once you're slightly more intermediate or advanced, the RPE chart could be very, very highly important. I think fatigue is very important because, like I say, fatigue and readiness. Imagine if your fatigue is really high and it's skewing at 80-90% every day, the subsequent workout will actually suffer, right? But if you are moving listening to the RPE, let's say 8, but technically you do get 150 for 8, but you're feeling tired, maybe hit 135. Then the subsequent workout will not suffer just because it's auto-regulated and then your body will balance it out. So that's a little bit of auto-regulation. And putting it all together in summary, manipulating protein and carb intake is crucial for performance. Remember that protein intake depends on your goals, right? Muscle mass, increase muscle mass, protein as much protein as to lose weight, because to lose weight you spare muscle, right? Carbs, the higher carbs you consume, the better you perform in the gym. It's a trade-off between performance and calorie balance, right? The higher the volume, the more carbs you need. Running on brisk walking on a treadmill for 60 seconds and you see somebody doing 100 plus, you never smack, right? You see why? Ask them come to the workshop. Sleep is essential for recovery. The body repairs itself when sleeping. Oh, very interesting thing I missed out. There's when we sleep, there's something our body called melatonin. So what melatonin does is it's in charge of immune system and it's actually anti-cancerous, right? When you sleep, melatonin is secreted. So don't sleep, you don't have melatonin isn't secreted, which is why people on long periods of sleep deprivation fall sick way faster, right? Science explains why people fall sick faster if they don't sleep. So sleep is essential for recovery, muscle gain. I say you don't sleep, you lose more muscle, and fat loss, right? You don't sleep, you lose more muscle instead of fat. Aim for around 7 to 8 hours a night, right? So usually always right, 7 to 8 hours, right? As much sleep as you can, get it. Down. Because melatonin, right? Our body when we identify the signal to wake up, and melatonin does that. Melatonin is affected by light, and if you're sleeping, let's say 7 hours, but you sleep at 8 a.m., you're sleeping the sun up, and you won't get 7 hours of melatonin. But if I sleep at 12 and the sun rises at 7, I get 7 hours of melatonin. The more melatonin you get, the better it is for your body. And thus, auto-regulation can be a useful tool to help you optimize your performance without burning yourself out, especially during when life is busy. You know, sometimes when life is actually workload is high, you don't want to keep the gym hard every single time, right? You learn to listen to your body, learn maybe reference it to the RPE chart. What does it feel like myself, right? If I go in and I'm tired, should I maybe scale it back a bit? Maybe instead of using low percentage, I'll just keep the RPE of 8, right? Hold 6 reps, and maybe time to stop, right? So that's the end of the workshop today, and thank you. Right, and now the most important part, Q&A. Before we start, let me just thank you for watching.
Bye bye.